Hey, what is going on, pros and pros? This is MrLimeInHD here, and welcome to another vlog. So, I know I haven't done one of these for a fair, well, not a fair while, but I haven't done one of these for a while. I will say a while. Just because, like I said, with what happened to the channel, it's just kind of like, you know, as you guys understood. Again, if you haven't watched my important channel information video, go and search that, go and watch that. I was unable to put that as my main video on my channel page because they banned that feature apparently because of the problem. So I don't know, but yes. Anyways, how you guys doing? I'm still okay. Still getting on with the videos, mostly drinks reviews because they are the thing which is saving my ass. Because they are below 15 minutes. But yes, we're still doing the drinks reviews. In fact, I just reviewed a couple of drinks. One of them being this. It's actually quite nice. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but yeah, it was nice. Lovely and refreshing. It's really quite nice, actually. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick vlog, just update you guys how everything's going. What do you want to call it? The copyright claim is still ongoing. I think I'm just gonna have to ride this one out till August when it disappears, or September. I think it disappears around that time. So it's just one of those things, like I said. But anyways, of course, there's obviously a lot of news which has happened. Obviously, we are aware of the COD 4 remaster. Which is good, which is fine. But of course, Infinity Ward are literally forcing every single one of us, didn't look right, every single one of us, to buy the stupid Legacy Edition, or force you to download the digital deluxe version so you can't trade in Infinite Warfare. Or they're forcing you to buy obviously the more expensive game. Then you obviously get COD 4 default with it. But yeah, with the standard Infinite War, well, I'm not going to repeat everything because I'm sure most of you guys know this already. But obviously with the standard disc, you'll just get the standard disc, which no one will buy. Obviously with the Legacy Edition, the only difference is you're getting COD 4 and nothing else. So everyone's going to be buying the Legacy Edition, including me, because there may be a way around this. As people saying in comments and stuff on video suggestions, blah, 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 blah. So our not our Infinite Warfare, but our Infinity Ward going to be smart. Are they going to put it on a disc, or are they going to have a download code? Oh, excuse me, fucking fizzy drinks. Are they going to put it as a download code, or are they going to make you have to have the disc? Are they going to make you have to have the Infinite disc in the machine to play the download version, like the download code version of COD 4 Remastered? Or, like I said, are they just going to put it on a disc, and then obviously no one's going to trade in the COD 4 disc, everyone's going to keep the COD 4 disc, and obviously people will try and trade in the Legacy Edition of Infinite Warfare, and people, it's not going to work because they're going to be missing the disc, so people won't be able to trade it in because they can't take in a Legacy Edition when it hasn't got the COD 4 disc in it. So are they going to be that smart? Because if they don't, then they are dumb. They are so dumb. They are so dumb because I tell you what, every single person I've spoken to, which is a lot of people, everyone is buying Infinite Warfare, Legacy Edition, only for COD 4. Everyone's exactly said the same thing, including me, all my friends. They're only buying Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition for COD 4. We're not even going to put the Infinite Warfare disc in the machine. That disc is not going in my machine once. That disc is not even going to my machine once because that game is so bad. Like, you see how many dislikes it has. We are sick to death of this modern bullshit. No one wants this anymore. So if they're smart, they'll force you to put the disc in the machine, forcing us to keep Infinite Warfare with the bastards. If they do that, they are such C-words. They are such C-words. If they do that, because then we're stuck with the game, we will never play, none of us will ever play for life. And we've paid like 80 quid for the Legacy Edition. They're such C-words, they literally are, if they do it like that. So yeah, hopefully it's just a download code, and hopefully we don't need to put the disc in the machine. But if that's the case, then hell yes. I'm going to be, well, if the supermarket I work at sells Legacy Edition in the store, I'm going to buy Legacy Edition at midnight, obviously play COD 4, and then as soon as a store called CEX in the UK, it's like a massive trading store. Again, you will heard of the store if you're in the UK. If you're not in the UK, you might have not heard it, but it's a massive trading store in the UK. Just like Game as well, and all that, game.co.uk and stuff like that. I'm going to be straight up at 9 o'clock when the shop opens, and I'm going to trade in my Infinite War copy straight away because I will never play it. And I tell you what, everyone said that that's going to be the most traded in Call of Duty ever. Seriously, the price of Call of Duty, that game, is going to be really low because they know everyone's going to trade it in, and there's going to be so many copies of that game laying around. Everyone knows that game is going to be really, really traded in. Like, again, everyone I've spoken to said yes. If it is purely a download code, they're just going to trade in Infinite Warfare. So, you know, they're probably going to offer like 20 quid for it because CEX is going to have to pay so much out in giving people the money to trade it in, and they're not going to sell any copies. They're going to freaking lose so much money into that. It's going to be jokes. That's going to be jokes. I cannot wait to see what happens on that day. But again, hopefully hopefully they're not smart. But they are idiots, man. I've always been a fan of the Infinite Warfare, but I think Treyarch have really polished off, you know, the last few games, obviously Black Ops 2 and stuff. They really polished off. And they already announced there's going to be a COD point system. It's just all microtransaction DLC BS. That's all it is now. All the new modern COD. It's just Call of Duty Infinite micro. I've seen so many memes. I tell you, it makes me laugh. Like Call of Duty Infinite Warf or Infinite Transactions or Infinite Micro DLC, Infinite Microtransactions. There's so many memes. It's so funny. There's literally so many jokes and stuff going around. It's just funny. But yeah, it seems like again all this microtransaction stuff is now going to be excuse me again, fizzy drink is all now going to be new CODs, which is oh my days, which is such a shame. And I'm sure a lot of other people would say exactly the same thing. Going all the way from COD 4 all the way up to Black Ops 2, and like I said, Black Ops 2 being my last straw. I played Ghost for a bit, gave up. I didn't even buy Advanced Warfare, and I only bought Black Ops 3 for zombies. So yeah, again, I'm only buying Infinite Warfare for COD 4. So yeah, it's a shame, but you know, it's one of those things. But anyway, how are you guys doing anyway? You guys okay? Good? Enjoying yourselves? Good. Like I said, I'm keeping up with the videos. Not much else to say really. Just thought I'd give you guys a quick update. I noticed I'm actually quite bright. I've actually got a really good backlight system on my camera. So, like I said, you guys know I use my iPhone 6 to record. Thankfully, the front camera is 720p. Hopefully, the iPhone 7 will be 1080p front camera. If not, I will cry. 6S isn't even 1080p front camera, to be honest. It's got 4K back camera though, which is nice. So you see how I'm nice and bright now. My TV's fairly big, and I've currently got I'm on my homepage of Google, and it's all white. So it's a really good light system. So I turn my TV off, and I go dark. That's just now natural light around me. But when I turn my TV on, hi, it's nice and white. So it's actually quite a good light for my video recording. It makes everything look nice and pure white. In fact, the camera looks really good today. I've got my brightness turned up on my phone, so it looks really, really sharp in HD. But as always, guys, if you have any drinks or anything that you'd like me to review or find, which again, I'm always looking out for drinks and stuff. If I see a drink I haven't reviewed, I always buy it anyway, pretty much. I still want that NOS energy drink. I cannot find it here at all. And I don't want to pay £10 upwards of getting a single can of NOS energy drink just to review, because I'm not paying that much just for a single can, because there's so many other different flavours on eBay and stuff I'd love to buy, but I can afford it, but that's not the point. I'm not spending like £20 on a single can of Monster from America. Like, just no. Because of the shipping and everything, just no. I'm not spending that much money. 20 quid on a freaking can, like, no way. But anyways, guys, as always, I think I'll end it here. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.